thing I liked best was being able to take vacations whenever you wanted.
I liked being at home and being able to make food.
I think what I liked best about homeschooling was the freedom we had to, go over what subjects we liked the most and just, explore things like that.
The opportunities provided to me because of my parents being highly involved in my education.
Being able to do my own schedule, like taking breaks maybe here and there, but stay on track mostly, so I can get done early and get to do things that I want to do and enjoy.
Hi, Mom and Dad. Thank you so much for teaching me and raising me for 18 years. That took a lot of patience. I don't know how you did it, but thank you, and thank you for teaching me to love and accept everyone. I love you guys.
Social interaction, because you're at home all day, but I mean, that's not bad, but it's probably what I like least.
The fact that I had to do school on vacation. There was no such thing as a vacation. It was like always, it was another opportunity to do more school, so.
The fact that when we were on the road, we still had to do school. That was probably what I liked the least about being homeschooled, is it didn't matter if Mom had to go grocery shopping or not. We still had to work on math in the car.
Oh man. I don't know, trying to explain it to people, maybe, who don't understand how it works. It's kind of always a funny response from other people who've never done that.
Probably that people always have like a bad connotation with homeschooling, so probably that, just like what people thought, I guess.
Thanks, Mom and Dad, for keep on pushing me no matter how hard I kicked and screamed. And my mom actually had me take it out because she's like, you didn't mind school all that much. But there were times when I really figuratively kicked and screamed my way through a certain time period or anything, and just tried to push him away, and they never really let me. They kept on going.
Ooh, that is a really good question.
I learned a lot of responsibility. Like, I wasn't really good at keeping up on stuff, so I had to learn how to do stuff on my own for once. But so yeah, it wasn't too bad.
I did learn a lot of things in being homeschooled. Probably not necessarily the academic, but probably just being kind and patient. That's a lot of what my parents taught me. That's just to be good to people and not be mean.
Probably to work independently and to discipline myself, because I don't have teachers assigning me due dates and everything all the time, and I kind of have to govern myself and make sure that I get everything done.
I just want to thank my mom and my dad for staying with me, because I am very, very stubborn, and that we got through it, so we're there.
Being able to sit down and work with my type of learning and really work at, what's going on in our lives, to be able to get the most out of, what we're doing at the time and what we're learning, and really, understand and work through problems together through the schooling.
Mom was really pushing me to try my best. Like, if she saw that I may have lacked in a subject, she would try to make sure I get a good grade on it, and she would try to make sure I understood the concept. So I was really proud of her for doing that.
Well, my dad is sort of like a jack of all trades. He knows a lot of things, not just school-wise, but just, general life skills. And I don't know, I've been able to learn a lot of things from him.
The fact that they are with me in and day out, and they know me better than anyone else, really.
They know me, and they're willing to work with me. My mom and I fought a lot, but it wasn't always the worst thing, because we would learn how to work with each other and stuff. So, but she was a good teacher, and I'm very thankful to that. So.
Mom and Dad, I just want to say thank you for taking a lot of time and money to educate me and do it at home. I know it's a lot of work, and I just want to say thank you. And I love you, and I really appreciate it.
How to change my car oil.
Well, probably that it's okay to mess up and stuff like that. Just like, I don't know, like growing up and stuff, it's serious, but it's not like, I don't know, have fun with stuff. Like, don't be so serious about things.
That be a hard worker, continue the task you're given until it's done, and if there's anything extra, you do it also, and it'll just show out.
Staying true to yourself, no matter what life throws at you. Both my parents are in careers where, they get pressured to do certain things or believe certain things, especially in today's society, and they've taught me that as long as you stay true to yourself and you stick to your guns, you can still get ahead in life. It doesn't matter if society's telling you one thing, but you know it's the right choice to do another. If you stay true and you keep being who you are, everything will fall into place like it needs to.
What's the most important thing you felt you learned?
Probably work ethic. And I don't always put it into practice, but with work ethic you can, not anything, but you can overcome a lot of obstacles that you lack in talent or availability or anything. But if you're just willing to apply yourself and just work hard and not get distracted, you can usually accomplish a lot more than you think you can.
I definitely like to thank my parents. I mean, they've put up with a lot of laziness, that's for sure. But yeah, they've just been really patient and kind, and I appreciate everything that they've done for me. So, to this point, and probably for the future.
Pretty, like some days I'd be really excited, like, oh, I'm just gonna get my school done today and like I'm gonna be done by lunch. And then some days I'm just like, it's 3 o'clock and I haven't started school. I really don't want to do anything today. So kind of off and on, but most days I was a bit lazy and should probably work on that.
I mean, I do pretty good in school. I don't fail very often. I'm definitely not a valedictorian or anything, but I do pretty good. I had some issues in middle school with not doing as much work as I was supposed to, but I at least learned from that and learned how to, like I said, that self-discipline and to get it done.
What type of student?
A terrible one. Because I would rather go out and ride horses and work the cattle than sit and do school.
I am told that I'm very good at math, but I absolutely detest doing math. And just various things like that of what I am told I am good at and I get good grades in are the ones that I'm not a huge fan of.
Thank you, Mom and Dad, for always supporting me and being patient with me and just helping me succeed.
Thank you, Mom and Dad, for pushing me and working hard with me and just, giving me such a great opportunity for the future.
I think what I'm most afraid of is not being able to give myself a creative environment to continue to grow and continue to work through problems and, have a good, healthy lifestyle like my parents kind of created for me.
Being independent, because being homeschooled, I really did rely on my parents for everything, but being independent is going to be kind of difficult to schedule everything on my own and make sure I make it to places on time.
We just like choosing what path to go now, like knowing what the right thing, what like the right career path or future, like to try to strive towards, I guess.
I mean, a lot of decisions, and every choice you make from your education to just your future in general it's your own decision from here on out. So if you mess it up, it's on you.
Thank you Mom and Dad and Jerry, my stepdad. I don't know, for always being there, for understanding, I guess. I don't, sort of difficult sometimes, and especially with my learning. And I don't know, just being really good parents. Yeah, thank you for that.
How do you even do school? Like, do you do school, or do you just kind of say you're homeschooled and you just don't do school? Yeah, I got a lot of... No one really likes the thought of being homeschooled.
Boy, there's been a lot. There's a lot of, oh, so you get to stay in your pajamas all day, or oh, it must be nice to sleep in all the time. The strangest probably had to be, so you don't get out of the house very often then, do you? It would amaze like my parents' friends when they found out that my siblings and I were homeschooled, because homeschoolers don't necessarily fit that stereotype that everyone wants them to of sitting at home and being antisocial.
Usually when people hear that I'm homeschooling, they're like, oh great, good for you, you know, and I don't really get a strange response, so. I've never really got any strange responses. I've always gotten like, oh, that's cool. I wish I was homeschooled, but that's really it.
It's so weird, confused, like you're seriously homeschooling. What's it like? So.
I mean, the usual answer is just, so what do you do? But the one that just cracked me up was somebody asked, where do you go to school? I said, I'm homeschooled. And then they just looked at me for like 12 seconds. Finally, I was like, do you know what homeschool is? And they're like, I mean, yeah, you just like work math with like baking and stuff, and English by talking to your parents. I'm like, no, that's not what homeschool is. And so it's just, some people have zero clue that it's an actual education. It's not just some sort of excuse or way to get out of it.
Thanks, Mom. You are awesome, and I couldn't have done this without you, and I'm just so grateful for you. Dad, you are the math whiz of the family, and I'm so appreciative of you helping me with all 4 maths. Oh my gosh, that was ridiculous. But yes, and also my siblings, like Hannah, you helped me. Abby, you were awesome, and Rachel, you were just amazing, and I appreciate all of you guys helping me get to this point, and I'm so excited to be graduating, and thank you.
It seems like it's a lot longer than it actually is, so just enjoy the time you have, enjoy the fun times. Like, it doesn't come around that much, I guess, but just have fun.
The first one is probably just to not give up on your dreams, and don't let anybody tell you that they're out of your reach. And the second one is probably just to always be yourself, and don't let people's opinions of you define who you are, and just stay true to who you are.
Don't procrastinate like I did. Just get your work done. It'll be way less stressful, and you may not enjoy it in the moment, but you'll be able to relax more often once it's done.
Use your time wisely. And also allow yourself to take breaks and be creative in between subjects, because that really does help be able to sit down and focus when you need to.
Make sure you actually do put in the time for your work. I know there's been a lot of people say that homeschooling can either put you ahead but put you behind on common sense. So make sure you focus on your studies, but also make sure you focus on what's happening outside you, what's happening around the world. Because even if you don't believe or support something, if you don't know how it's happening in the world when you go off to college or go off on life on your own, you won't necessarily be able to defend what you've learned at home because you haven't been learning what's being taught outside.
Thank you so much, Mom and Dad, for all you have done for me. I know I haven't been the best student or daughter, but I am really thankful that you continued to love me, and you continued to really make the best out of me. So I appreciate it. So thank you.
Thank you, Mom and Dad, for putting up with my procrastination and creative flutteriness. Thank you for getting me through the last 2 years of high school. It means a lot, and thank you for supporting me through everything.
Hi, Mom and Dad. Thank you a lot for sacrificing, for bringing me here, and that homeschooling me and just bringing me up with good work ethic, and that you work very hard for me. Thank you. Love you.
I want to thank my parents for being there throughout all of it and for being such a large influence.
I definitely want to thank them for like being patient above everything else, you know, working with me, because sometimes I just don't understand things and whatever, and just being there and, I don't know, being determined to really help me with.
So Mom, Dad, thank you for making the decision to homeschool me. I know you guys did it because you saw how the district was doing things and you wanted us kids to have the freedom to enjoy life and run straight through the doors that God was opening for us. So thank you for making that choice.